Bro.
Hey, hi.
Hi.
It's your Postmates driver here.
Oh, did you remember the utensils?
No, sign here.
What am I signing? It's Postmates.
Give yourself a good day. Hey, welcome to the SuperBetterCast. What is this, episode, 9?
I thought we were on 7. What do I know?
I don't freaking know. We're gonna be coming to you from a temporary studio for now because
The dining room table.
yeah, we still don't have a room yet. But
harder than I thought it would be.
We're on the computer right now.
Yeah, so that's good. It still works.
It does still work, yes. So she's doing okay. Call this a maiden voyage for this area. Once you get a proper studio set up, then we can. Okay. Just hear me on this.
What?
I'm digging underneath my nail right now.
Okay.
There's shit under it, and it's not like when we were kids when it was just like dirt. It's like skin colored. What is that?
I don't know.
I know it's gross, but it's true too. We only spit facts on this channel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So when I was trying to take a poop and I couldn't do it, I was thinking about where I went last weekend.
Where'd you go last weekend?
I went to Santa Monica to a Pride thing.
What? How long ago was that?
Saturday.
Last weekend? You mean 2 days ago?
Is today Tuesday?
I think it's Wednesday now. Let me check.
What's today?
We can do that.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah, it's Tuesday. It's
days
Tuesday, isn't it?
Dude, alright. So,
exactly 2 days ago.
Dude, I think I spent
Not
48
counting today.
hours straight, fucking zooted, so time is a little weird for me right now.
I guess, yeah. You were talking. You were like, oh god, I just need to sleep. And then you clocked out for 40 minutes or something, and then you woke up and you were like, I'm just gonna sleep. And I was like, you didn't need to wake up to tell me that. So you went back to sleep for 20 more minutes.
I've been very disoriented, and I realize part of that is the weed is messing with the levels of my SSRI. So that. Be good to your medicine, kids.
I'm gonna drink some of this soda because you ain't supposed to have it.
Fuck you. Anyway, yeah, that's a Pride event. It was cool. I found
You found a gay?
I found a gay. I found I don't have any rainbow anything except these sunglasses I found at the dollar store, but there was this rainbow. It's on my Instagram somewhere. My fucking rainbow cat cardigan thing.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, that reminds me of my Godfather, so I grabbed that shit.
Godfather, who's a freaking legend, by the
fucking
way.
Baller of ballers.
God rest him.
Absolutely. Yeah, and there were annoying Christians in one of the crosswalks.
Oh god. Okay, that's what I wanted to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't go because that would have required leaving the house. However, if you're gay, be gay. I don't know. I don't know. What do you say in support?
You supported me.
I know. I don't know how to show that support. Either way, frickin' you texted me
I knew
you're
you were
not
gonna...
a Redditor.
Hold on.
What?
I know to you, you're like, yeah, alright, shut up. You're not, that wasn't that cool. But for me, it was it felt really good to say something.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. It's this was a moment where you practiced your autonomy. You stood up for something you believed in. Mm-hmm. And I respect that. Mm-hmm. I do. I respect you. But when you did that, when you went out on that limb, you took a big step for yourself. Mm. And I think that's pretty hardcore.
Thank you.
However, you are so cute. You are so adorable. Because when you texted it to me, I saw your hands on your hips, and then you snaked your neck in the just through that text. I was just you deserve to be proud for practicing what you preach, but at the same time, stop.
I'm gonna share.
You want to tell the story?
I want to tell the story.
Okay, it's like
so
if it's anything more than 2 or 3 lines of dialogue, it's too long.
Okay, well, there was these Christian people. They had a microphone and signs. There was this row of happy gays sitting there laughing at them. I walked up and hugged.
Were they actually just sitting there, just pointing and laughing?
If you look in the picture on the ground, there's people sitting. Those are the happy gays.
Okay.
I hugged them, and they were nice. And they were like, I love your cardigan. And I was like, thanks. While the angry Christians were just blah, 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 blah. They just really like to hear themselves talk. So I was standing there, and I was talking to my brother and his girlfriend, and I was like, I wonder what they'd say about David and Jonathan. You remember about David and Jonathan. Give the kids at home a sermon refresher.
Well, I think you've erased that freaking that like section of the Bible from my mind with that hyperfixation.
Okay. Well, anyway, in
Kings, there's I think it's Kings. There's much talk of David. David's a big deal in the Bible.
David and Goliath.
Yes,
and Bathsheba.
He was like God's chosen or whatever, and
he fucked.
Did he? It was okay. It was okay because it was David. Mm-hmm.
He had a BFF. His name was Jonathan.
And there's a verse in the Bible that talks about him and Jonathan's relationship, and it says,
David loved Jonathan as he would a woman.
And that says something very particular. Yeah. For instance, I love you. You are my wife.
Yeah.
I love Zippo. She is my puppy. Mm-hmm. I don't love Zippo as I would a woman.
No, there's that making that distinction says a lot.
Hold on, wait. Did I just do that Christian dad thing where it's like, what, are you going to be able to marry your dog next?
Accidentally.
Okay, fine. Let's go to how about Jesse? He might even feature on this episode, depending on...
Yeah, you love him to death.
Yeah, but I wouldn't love him as I would a woman.
Because you're a straight man, and when you love a woman, you want to stick your pee-pee in him.
Yeah, if you're not gay. Or if you are gay.
So, I was high off my ass, right? And I hadn't ate yet. I was, whatever, I was coming down from an edible.
Oops.
And I walked up to the guy with the microphone. He had this ugly-ass, like, fishing hat. And I tapped him on the shoulder very gently, and I just looked at him. You know how I am when I'm high. I'm very, like, pleasant.
Pleasant?
Well, polite.
Yes.
Polite. I'm very, I wouldn't say I'm mild, but I'm non-combative, you know?
I mean, yeah.
I have no malice in me. All my body language, my voice, everything. Ah! So, he looks at me, looks me up and down, and then just keeps talking. And I was like... And I turned around, I go, this motherfucker doesn't want to talk to nobody. And Jesse's like, it's okay, he jacks off to the sound of his own voice, it's cool. And I was like, alright, fuck it, they don't want to talk, they just want to yell. And the dude in the green, he's like, wait, I'll talk to you, what's up? I go, okay, I have a question.
You say that so confrontational.
What do you mean?
Like, the way that he sounded, it was, like, I would have been like, whoa. How, we use sign language, or?
No, he sounded like... Oh, like, I think it's just because he's, like a dad with a wife that hates him or something. So he doesn't know how to talk to people. He comes off like a manager. He came off like a manager that I've had before.
Okay. Well, I mean, even still, it's like, I mean, if he wants to talk with his hand. Mm.
Well, he was holding a sign. But he's like, oh, I'll talk to you. What's up? And I was like, I have a question. He goes, okay. And he turned to face me. And I was like, you know about David and Jonathan, right? And he's like, what about them? I was like, in the Bible, it
and
says...
you gave him the rundown.
And I gave him the rundown. And he's like, what? No, that wasn't sexual. I was like, I read the Bible, man. I went to church for a couple years. Like, come on. And he's like, but no, that wasn't sexual. That was different.
How so? Did you ask?
No. My high brain, the fucking confetti went off. And I was like, so that's not sexual? And I held out my little kimono. I go, neither is this, man. I was like, it's just love, right? I was like, love is love. It doesn't have to be fucking sexual. Why are you focusing on it like that? Because, like, when Christians get really mad, they get mad at gays thinking that we're all trying to convert kids into little perverts.
I think just dumb people believe that. You don't have to be a Christian.
He's a dumb motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
But it just... I don't know. I got really annoyed. It was like, no, that's just love. And I was like, okay, this is love. Like, what's the fucking difference? Like, what's the problem? You know what I mean? If you can love your brother
boyfriend,
friend, your boyfriend
as a woman and still be straight.
Yeah, then what the fuck? But I was like, and I I walked away and he got fucking pissed. When we were walking by later, he had the microphone and he saw me and we were all laughing at him because everyone was fucking laughing at him. And he's like, hell is real. And some guy was like, yeah, it's your house. And like, we were just like, ah.
You're gonna get kicked in the balls by 17 autistic clowns.
He was arguing with people that were walking by. Like, the other one was ignoring everyone. This dude, like, every comment somebody made, he's like, oh yeah? Oh yeah? Like, it was so stupid. He reminded me of that, like, mini manager I had at my restaurant. I was like, ew. But he looked at me and goes, you read the Bible, right? I was like, yeah, but I don't need to prove nothing to you. And I just kept walking because we were going to go eat.
Okay. Like that, I respect you for standing up for what you believe in. But
it's not like a girl boss moment. It just made me feel
No. That's not what I'm on about. Like, just from up here, it was like, well, then why wasn't there a discussion? You goofball? And I know why.
There's no discussing with these people.
Well, I know all the layers of why.
Yeah.
the first layer, the thickest one being, you were high off your ass.
Oh my god, I was so high.
So you were.
And then I got even higher.
You were just like, well, the stock exchange. And that's it. That's everything you had.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just it's so goofy to me. Like when I watch somebody have a burst of confidence, I'm like, yeah, do your thing, bro. But then when they start bragging about that burst of confidence, I'm like, but stay? No.
I wasn't... So, like, I didn't post that interaction online or anything.
No.
You know,
I know, but you told it to me.
I was happy with myself.
I'm glad. I really don't. I know I sound like a colossal douchebag.
You sound like a dickhead. I'm not bragging.
I think it's funny. I think it's funny. That's it. I just think it's funny. I didn't say you did anything bad. I just said it looks funny to me.
You know what was funny?
What was funny?
Is we went to a chicken and waffles place.
Chicken nuggets?
And I'd never had chicken and waffles. In my brain, I was like, waffles ain't that shit. But we sat down, and I told my brother's girlfriend, I said, before we eat, I said this like an hour before we ate, I was like, I'm going to take a fat hit of your vape.
Yeah, why did you do that, by the way? Like, what put that in your head?
Because there's a point during my high where food is like, sensations are like hyper sensitive. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to eat my food with that.
Okay. So
Jesse showed me how to do it, and then I did it, and guys,
don't double up.
It's not doubling up. I didn't mind being high. It was just when somebody tells you take a breath, don't take the deepest breath of your motherfucking life. Oh, yeah. I took the fattest fucking hit, and
you did the thing that everybody does when they first get high. Now, I don't have that experience. I want to make that clear. Yeah. I don't have that experience, but every freaking buddy who's ever told a story about getting high, somebody was like, okay, so what you do is you bite into it, but you don't want to take too big of a bite. And like, okay.
Yeah. I've been very mindful with edibles, and edibles, you can control the dosage. Like, that's what they're for. I was reading into it, and when you smoke it or vape it or whatever, the way it hits is unpredictable. So whatever I took was fucking massive. Because you're supposed to, like, inhale and then take the vape out and then suck in a little bit more air so that it goes, like, into your chest cavity and then exhale. So before I exhaled, I was about to be like, this ain't shit. And as I opened my mouth, it fucking burned so bad. I was, like, crying. I was like spitting everywhere. I'm so happy that it's legal, bro. That was fun.
Okay.
But them fucking chicken and waffles, bro. Here on The Art of Mashing, we do not condone drug use. But in California, marijuana is legal. And it's pretty cool. Just, I don't know. Being high, being gay.
In a place where this is encouraged.
It's encouraged. Like, I felt so connected to my godfather. And, like, I've been missing him so much. Because, like, everything's been changing for us. And, like, I finally feel like I'm living the life that he wanted me to live. And I say that at certain points, right? Like, when I get a new job or when I got my cat. But, like, I truly, truly, truly feel like I'm connecting with him lately.
I think that means that you're getting happy.
I'm getting happy.
Yeah, you're making big changes.
I am.
They're reflecting well on you. They're making you stronger, and then you're just like, oh man, this is exactly what my role model wanted for me. I made it.
Yeah.
And then you climb up another ledge, and you're like, wow,
it's cool up here.
Yeah, you're enjoying it.
And everyone loved my cardigan. Everyone was like, oh, it's so cute. I was like, I got it at the thrift store this morning. And then we all did a little, like, happy dance.
Yeah, cats, rainbow cats, nonetheless.
Mm-hmm. He'd have dug it.
No less, rather. Yeah, that's why you got it, even.
Mm-hmm.
Such happy memories.
Later, Jesse was like, you know what? I just realized. I was like, what? He's like, you stole so much money from Goodwill. I was like, bitch, let me talk to you about capitalism.
Stole money from Goodwill?
When I go to Goodwill, I switch the tags.
Oh, you mean you used to?
Yeah.
Also, I don't know what that means.
So, okay. Goodwill gets everything for free, right? They want to charge $10 per item. Fuck you. You got that for free. Goodwill's supposed to be for the poor and, like, stuff, right? So, they have sales of the week, a color of the week. Say it's green. Okay, if you find something you like, find something in the same section with a green tag. There you go, it's $2.
Oh, everybody freaking does that. You know what? That's like when oh god, what is it? That's like when the thing says take one and somebody takes a handful of candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
What the when it becomes a problem is when you get those stupid bitch kids that'll frickin' dump the whole bowl and then flip the camera off, and it's just like, all right, if you would have taken a handful, I would have been like way less upset when you frickin' did that.
I'm still paying for the motherfuckers.
By the way, you can totally sue somebody that does that.
The little take one bowls.
Yes, if it says
okay, Karen.
No. If it says take one, and they dump the whole bowl, that's theft.
Okay.
They were permitted one.
Okay.
So you can totally sue them. So all those videos of those adults walking by and just taking all the candy and leaving none for the kids, sue their frickin' asses off.
Fuck them. Fuck them all.
I saw a lady take a whole ass fistful and then just throw one in the kids' baskets and then put the rest back. I said, no frickin' way. What a legend.
Oh.
We
used to dump the whole bowl.
Oh, did you?
And then we would laugh. We went to my Nana's, it was a mobile home park.
Oh, God.
And, the old people don't want to go to the door, so they were like, take one. We dumped the whole, it was Hubba Bubba gum. We dumped it, Double Bubble? Whatever. It was the fucking colorful gum.
Yeah.
We dumped them into our bag, and then we were leaving like a couple hours later, and we saw these kids looking into the empty bowl, and we rolled the window down and laughed as we were leaving.
Your parents are
My parents
trashy.
are fucking ghetto, bro.
I also want to say, what the frickin' hell is the deal with putting gum in the Halloween candy?
It's almost like, give me pretzels, bro. If you're gonna fuck with me, just give me pretzels. I like pretzels.
What?
Gum doesn't last.
What? I mean, you like pretzels, yeah, but pretzels don't belong among the candy. What I mean is, it's like...
You can mix it with your chocolate.
You can... You watch. Your mouth.
Did you taste my soda?
That's gross. There was also a fake-ass high five. Hold on, give me another. Yeah.
I love you.
Love you, pal. Okay, what I'm talking about is like, you bust out a Snickers, you yummy down on that shit, right? You got nuts and chocolate in your teeth. You got that caramel. Milky Way. Whatever's in the Milky Way, right?
Doritos when you're high are awesome.
And then, like, I don't know, I saw somebody put a bag of chips one time, so, I don't know, you crunch on some Doritos. Now you got nougat, caramel, nuts, and chocolate mixed in with your Dorito chunks. Oh, what's the next thing? Gum.
Yeah, it takes all my shit out of my mouth.
So why, like, what do you... You can't chew that shit, and it's flavorless. Like, it's like, oh, this is gum flavored. It's like, what do you mean gum flavored?
So the fruit by the foot fucking gum, what was it called?
Fruit by the foot gum?
No, it was a roll of gum. I think it was Hubba Bubba.
Oh, bubble tape?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, we used to think that shit was the frickin' bomb. My little sister was a frickin' idiot. She opened it up and bit the whole
I want to do that.
coil.
I want to get some of that while I'm high.
Let me tell you.
I'm a pothead now, sorry guys.
It was not, don't. Let me tell you, it's not worth it.
No?
No, biting into the side of the bubble tape is not worth it.
Damn.
Because, like, now it's just like, well, frickin',
The sour apple. My nana got it for me one time when I was little, and she's like, "Okay, you can't have all of it or whatever." She went to bed. I just fucking watching fucking Boomerang, watching Scooby Doo at like 2 a.m.
The best to entertain yourself.
Yeah, I was so fucking bored.
I remember that, and I remember the sour apple bubble tape was the only freaking one they ever had.
Mm-hmm. It was that one or the pink one?
Or the pink one, yes. But
the
pink one went well before the freaking sour apple one went.
The pink one was basically fucking medicine.
So was the sour apple one.
I love the sour apple one.
Like
Nerds Rope is good.
Yeah, Nerds Rope ain't bad. Yeah, I can't complain about Nerds Rope.
They have clusters now where they just cut up the rope and put it in a bag.
I seen that. I had that once actually. Yeah.
Oh, we could go get it right now.
Oh, I remember. I don't think I ever told this one on the channel. My little sister, the horrible bitch. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I had saved money.
Yeah.
And we didn't get money from like
anybody
because nobody in my family has any money. Mm-hmm. But we also don't like each other. So I was like 9.
Yeah.
And my neighbor, looking back on it, was a pedophile.
Oh, those ones. I was going to ask, was it the pedos?
So I got like $20 off of her.
Nice.
And we would just find money on the ground because for whatever freaking reason, back when we were kids, money would just be on the ground.
Yeah, it would just fucking spawn in. It was like the fucking Supernatural episode I watched where it's like, oh, look, a gold watch underneath a fucking tissue paper.
And not just like coins, bills.
Bills. Yeah.
So I just found like $30 worth of money, or like up to $50 worth of money. With that $20 injection, I found 30. And my father had got me a wallet like 3 years prior. So
you finally used this thing.
I freaking finally got a chance to use it. And I just stuffed all my money in there. And my father and my mother and everybody had always stressed, save your money, save your money, save your money, save your money. You could buy a car with it one day. And I wanted to buy a Corvette.
You're so sweet.
I like cars. So I got a freaking wallet bursting with cash. I'm balling, yo. Mm-hmm. One day.
Oh my god, I remember this.
Yes.
Fucking whore.
Okay, so one day my elementary school, because what was I saying?
Your
elementary school. So my elementary school did this thing like on a loop. Kiki left to go get food, by the way. I don't know why she decided that. Ever. Anyway, you came to the freaking school. It was like a fair or some shit where they would sell candy and books and stuff, but it was not the Scholastic Book Fair. Because I remember that shit. Everybody remembers that shit. Let me just move the microphone. Yes, the Scholastic Book Fair was freaking balling, y'all. I bought a book of cheat codes one time. Well, I stole it, but
I did my little baby Christmas shopping there, dude.
Yeah, that shit was lit.
Everyone got a pen.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But they sold candy. And my little sister came home with candy every freaking day for like a month. And like one day she just had a giant freaking bundle of candy. And so I was just like, people were asking her, where did you get that? And she said, my friend. My friend got it for me.
You ain't got friends, fat bitch.
Yeah, she did, you know.
Second graders?
Yeah, well, that's more true than you know.
Your fucking sister's weird, bro.
Yeah. But she just kept saying, my friend got it for me. And it was every time that she was asked, my friend got it for me. Armfuls of candy. And everybody's like, that's a lot of candy. She's like, yeah, my friend got it for me. And I got curious and I said, hold on a minute. I checked my wallet. I had $53 or something like that. I have 24. And I said, whoa, what? And I go to my father and I'm just like, I think this bitch is stealing from me. And he's just like, no. And it was dismissed. And I was like, okay, fine. So I guess I'm just going to have to take the L on this one. And I went and I counted my money. Mm-hmm. I put it in my wallet, left my wallet where it was. Next day, $1's missing. Mm-hmm. Next day, $1 missing. 9 days, $1 goes missing. Hey, Dad, I've got like 14 frickin' dollars left.
And this whore keeps coming home with candy.
No. I don't even remember exactly what he said. I just know the first time all he said was no, and the discussion was over. But then, like, it just keeps happening until I've got $9. And I know it was $9 because I carried that $9 into college. I refused to let those singles go. I was so freaking pissed. I brought it to him and I was just like, I had so much money. She keeps coming home with candy and like every day I'm missing $1. And he says, fine, I'll talk to her. And I guess he did. Because my money stopped disappearing. But I also took a precaution, moved my wallet. And she stopped getting candy.
No punishment.
No, she didn't get punished. I did. But it was freaking nuts to me that I was able to lose so much money. Literal theft.
Yeah.
Like, and we went to church every Sunday too. So it was always just like the 10 Commandments were up on the freaking wall, and they were like singing songs.
Your dad probably thought you should have been donating it to the church anyway.
He wouldn't let us. Like, he would give us money to put in the thing when we had to go into the sanctuary. He would give us money to put in the offering bag, and it was always just a couple of coins too.
Nah, that's how much Jesus meant to him.
You don't really got a lot of money. You give what you can. Either way, I still thought it was pretty sick. I was just like, I'm helping the church.
Fuck the church.
And I remember he looked at me and he was just like,
non-taxable church. Fuck them. They don't need help.
I have to keep moving the microphone. He kept looking at me and just being like, don't pocket that. He looked at my older sister. He said, don't pocket that. Neither of us did.
I wonder who did though.
My little sister.
Fat fuck.
Once. And he caught her ass.
Did he kill her?
He said, go up to the front, put that in the offering bag. And she freaking did, but she complained. And she didn't get punished!
I fucking hate his little sister.
Oh my god, she's so freaking awful.
Hate her.
She's so awful. And you know what the worst thing about awful people like that? Aside from their weird propensity to rename other people's pets. I don't know why that's like a consistent thing. But freaking
I'm glad her cat ran away.
propensity too. It's just I don't know why I chose that word. Either way, oh shit, what was I saying? The beeping threw me off. And I'm also
whore.
fixing the microphone.
The fat whore.
What was I saying about? Oh yeah. Is like hearing other people praise these awful people is so freaking infuriating. Because my little niece doesn't know any better. Mm-hmm. She's just an auntie. And she's like sweet because she doesn't have the life experience to know that she's a freaking fake ass bitch. Mm-hmm. So like she'll just be like, and then Auntie came by, and I'm just like, yeah, Auntie should freaking swing. And she's like, why? And I'm just like, because she hit me in the nuts with a 2x4 when I was a kid. She's 90% of the reason I'm sterile.
Yeah.
She wanted her to come to her birthday party. Why? What is she gonna do? Sit there and complain that the attention isn't on her?
Well, that's what she did the last time.
That's exactly what she freaking did.
When we showed up and did like water balloons and fun shit, she got all fucking pissed off and left early.
She just got up, and then when we did the camping trip, she was like, I wish I would have been invited. And then my cool sister was like,
you were literally invited, and you said no.
Twice. Mm-hmm. And she's like, I just wanted to see my grandmother. She's like, okay, roll up then. Yeah. She's here. Yeah. She Will Smith.
That was me. I Will Smithed.
Oh, it was you? Okay. Mm-hmm.
She fucking got pissed.
It was just like, what are you... it's just like she's so freaking full of herself.
Well, what I said, so like her excuse was like, bitch. I didn't want to be in a camper with my brother.
Did she even mention me?
I think so.
What did I do?
I don't know. Or your dad or something. She's like, I didn't want to be with them.
It had to have been my father.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, so then what difference does it make if grandma was there or not? You still would have been there with them. And she's like, the point is that I wanted to see my grandmother. And I was like, man, fuck off.
How? I mean, just draw a stick figure, write grandma next to it. My grandmother's dead, God rest her.
She didn't interact with anybody at the funeral.
Of course she didn't. She wasn't the main attraction. And even if she was, she would act like she shouldn't be. God, it was so freaking annoying hearing stories of... Because I had to go to a continuation school. And I had to go to a bad kid's school, like, after the continuation school. I just did so bad in school. But she went to a... Oh, no, it was a charter school. Whoops. So I had to go Oh, I had to go to 2 bad kid schools.
Whatever, you passed.
Hot dog, whatever. So she had to go to a charter school. Mm-hmm. And her time in this charter school was the most cringe shit that has ever freaking happened. Because, like, my sister had to go pick her up, and she didn't have a car, so she would get dropped off there to, like, wait for a minute while her buddy got out of work or some shit. But she would see her the way she was acting, and she was acting like she was an abused child. She was the only child not abused. Mm-hmm. She didn't get yelled at or touched. And so it was so freaking funny when she would bring these stories, because she would just be sitting in the car with her acting all mysterious to everybody. And then she would come and tell us, be like, this bitch! And we'd all slap our knees. Ah! Just laugh at how freaking... Like, you are so nobody. You are so just like a nothing person that you're trying so hard to appear as interesting.
As I've said before, Heaven and Hell played hot potato with her ass. They said, ugh!
And we lost. I lost. Oh, God. Wherever she is, she's that person that makes the house feel, like, rented. You know what I mean?
She's just like a live-in babysitter for her white friend's kid.
You can't really ask for a worse fate for somebody, honestly. Ugh.
Fucking hoe.
Holy moly. How hard did I frickin' yell?
Probably pretty hard, but I didn't see it clipped, so.
I didn't either. Well, hey, that's what the energy is right now, I guess.
Mm-hmm. We're in a new environment, working through our traumas again.
Okay. Oh, damn, I didn't even realize. Oh, man, I hope this is a fun podcast. I just thought it would be funny to tell the story.
No, it is funny, but it's also like, ugh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everybody's got uhs. Mm-hmm. Like, even, like...
Barack Obama?
I want to look it up and find out Barack Obama has a brother who's just like he just owns like a trucking business. He's just quiet.
He's a normal ass guy.
Yeah. He's just like, yeah, Obama liked to give me wedgies when we were kids, but otherwise than that, it was just pretty normal.
Oh, do you want to talk about fucking The Boys? Like your take on it?
Oh, damn it, you ruined my joke.
I'm sorry.
I was going to be like, well, I didn't want to come out with this yet.
Aww. Aww.
What?
That would have been cute. Anyway.
Well, okay. I don't know what direction you went. Anyway, I guess it's time to talk about The Boys. Mm-hmm.
So
okay.
You've been watching over my shoulder for the whole time. I'm on season 4. I'm caught up.
You said 5 is supposed to be the last one? Mm-hmm. Okay. I think it's fine. The most annoying thing in the world was people who like Homelander. Like, I didn't follow this show, but I know enough about it through just, watching over your shoulder and glancing away from what I'm doing and stuff to see, what it is. Mm-hmm. And
it's the most obvious commentary on...
It's the most obvious commentary on just, like...
capitalism and conservatism and...
Just bad things. Mm-hmm. And... like... not even folks not getting it, because, like, the whole... when I hear the words media literacy, I want to freaking lobotomize myself.
It's true, though.
There's an echo of truth to it, yes, but I'm just so freaking sick of hearing it. It's like the fallback for people with no personalities now. Like, it used to be being gay, but now that that's so normal, it's just like, oh yeah, now I get it, you don't get it.
I think it's funny that you bring up that phrase exactly, because I've been getting a lot of Hannibal posts on my Instagram. And they're like, NBC Hannibal was never queer baiting, you just have no fucking media literacy. I was like, it wasn't bait, they were gay as fuck.
I mean, that one's pretty, that from the jump, that shit was gay. Mm-hmm. And also...
he sniffed him.
Did. Why you let me sniff you, dude? Mm-hmm. Really? Do I have to kill you at the end? That's not even what happens.
We can jump off a cliff together.
Go watch Hannibal. Did you really just try to spoil the end of the show?
No.
What did you say? Did I mishear you?
I don't know what you said. Anyway, Homelander.
Okay, I guess I misheard you. Go check out NBC's Hannibal. It was probably the best thing they'd ever aired.
Fuck yeah.
Except for, back in '01, there was this really crazy news. Anyway, Homelander people are really... Like, just seeing all the memes of just, like, me when I kill a freaking child and I run over a kid and people all cheer and shit. It's just Homelander going, all right! While the song plays and it's like, this isn't a joke! That was exactly what happened. He killed a dude who stepped over a line... And people cheered, and it was like, whoa. It's just like, you're just like rephrasing the freaking scene. That's not a joke. It's not a meme. It's nothing. You're not doing anything with that.
So, what I find so interesting, aside from the review bombing, they're like, oh, wait, is this about us? It's like,
oh, yeah. And so it wasn't blatant enough.
Somehow.
Being blatant wasn't blatant enough.
Even though he wears a literal American flag.
So they introduced a bunch of people who use the, like, word for word, like, almost like freaking, like, atom for atom freaking face recreation of weirdo, creepo people.
Like flat earthers and fucking conspiracy theorists.
That news anchor looked exactly like Ben Shapiro.
That shit was so funny.
It was like...
Tucker Carlson looking ass bitch.
Like, I feel like somebody walked in, did the thing, and he was just like... It was just like they had to be convinced it wasn't Ben Shapiro, and they were just like, no, we're gonna have to back off. Let's get one guy who's got slightly larger ears.
It's so fucking funny.
And then there's that redheaded chick.
Firecracker.
I don't even know. But, like...
She's a YouTube conspiracy theorist.
Yeah. I watch a lot of gun content on YouTube, just because I like guns. And a lot of just content about, like, fighting. Mm-hmm. Like UFC and boxing and stuff. Because I like it. I'm a manly man, you know? Mm-hmm. The problem is, I like those things. So YouTube thinks I'm a freaking idiot. Mm-hmm. And it'll just be like, it'll put like, these fat, ugly, hairy, slovenly, legless, old, retired soccer players beat the U.S. women's soccer team.
And the way he said women. The women!
Yeah, and it's just like, and then it cuts the footage and it's like, these guys...
They just look like dads.
They don't even look that freaking old. Mm-hmm. Like, these guys are like 50. It's like, yeah, old, sure, but they're old soccer players, dude. They're still gonna freaking be able to get that shit back.
Yeah.
And it looks like they kept taking care of themselves. Like, these guys were fit. Mm-hmm. But it's just like, he wanted so badly to dunk on the women's soccer team. And it's like, they lost. If you need to get off, use that.
That's so fucking dumb.
It's just like that kind of freaking content, those kinds of people. Mm-hmm. Like, there's a lot of, like, Minecraft parkour Reddit content that's like, what is the most embarrassing thing you've ever seen? And then it's like a story. The most freaking awful one was like a story about this kid used to play with trucks and he wanted to be a fireman like his dad. Mm. And then he went to school and he stopped wanting to play with trucks. He asked for dolls. We went to a store and he wanted a dress. And they found out the teacher was making the kids wear dresses, the boys in class, to promote inclusivity. And it was like,
shut up!
What?
They're turning our fucking kids gay!
It's like, I mean, I swear to God that happened. Somewhere, it has to have happened, just because these news articles are getting pretty crazy. Like,
fucking Onion article.
Not even Onion. Like, you see shit in the news, and it's like, oh yeah, so a tanker just leaked a bunch of radiation in downtown LA, and then we're like, oh, wow, that's a good one. And then you find out, no, there's really zombies in LA right now.
Yeah.
Like, freaking what?
Fentanyl zombies.
Wow, you just really know how to deflate. I'm gonna kick your knee out. Anyway, whatever I was saying, that I totally forgot what I was talking about.
Well, back to what I was trying to say.
Oh, did I steal the floor from you? I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Fucking. So, like, aside from them being, like, super obvious and all the fucking Republican people getting really fucking mad and being like, but I thought Homelander was us. It was like, yeah, he is you, but he sucks. Is the approach they've taken to that scene where he fucking kills that guy, right?
Yeah.
So
the way that they use that in universe is fascinating too.
That's what I'm saying. So Homelander is having like a fucking crisis. He's getting old, and he's realizing nothing he does matters. Like, everyone just jerks him off because they're scared of him. They don't like him. They don't cheer because they adore him. Like,
That was my father when we left.
He talks about, like, so, you know, I do all this fake charity and they cheer me. I literally kill a dude in broad daylight and they still cheer me. He's like, I can do whatever I want, but, like, nobody actually gives a shit about, they don't care about me. And it's like, it's fucking man, baby. But I think that's really interesting because they could have just easily been like, oh, look, now he's just gonna murder, like, people in broad daylight. And it's like, that's not what he wants. They revealed that, like, it's from birth. They were fucking with him. Mm. As a defense mechanism for everybody.
Honestly, I think that kind of devalues him a little bit.
I think it does too.
Because, like, there's a long-standing joke that I've been making this joke, like, every month for the last, like, 10 years. And it's the stepbrother thing. Why do you figure that stepbrother porn was getting so popular? What difference does it make that these actors are now pretending to be related? They're still doing the same thing they would be if they weren't pretending to be related, right? Mm-hmm. Context. The soul calls for meaning. You've already seen that lady's butt, but now she's this guy's sister.
Now you're invested.
It's different. The context has changed. Mm-hmm. And so, like, with that in mind, it's like, we made you want attention. It's like, who doesn't?
Yeah.
Like, only the most psychotic of psychopaths are, like, fine not being, like, heard every now and again. Ever, even.
Yeah.
That's why they freaking use guns to speak.
Well, here's the thing. You're right, it does devalue it, because it's like, we know he's got mommy issues. But to say that, like, Vought genetically fucking, like, coerced this is annoying.
Genetically?
They hired therapists.
They psychologically molded him to be somebody who has, like,
needy issues,
deep-rooted needs, and it's like, we're social creatures. Humans are social creatures. It's like
he could have had that on his own.
He should have had that on his own. He did up until that one line just kind of, like, rotted away half of his character, and it's like, it's that shit of taking the villain and making their freaking actions not their fault.
Yeah.
It's like, he was made to be this. It's like, yeah. By nature, we are kind of that.
Yeah. The nice thing is that people aren't fooled. They're like, yeah, we all know Vought's the villain. Like, the company, the entity, the man, they're the villain, of course. But that doesn't exempt him. He's still a psycho.
Yeah. I really like the, if there's anything, because that actor's a piece of shit.
Oh my god, yes, he is. He does a good job, though.
Because he's acting like himself. If there's anything that I don't know, I haven't heard anybody say that he added it, but there's just a small detail about Homelander that I really like, and that's that, whoops, I dropped the box cutter. When he gets upset, he'll express an emotion and then crack a smile. Because, like, he's lived for so long faking his emotions.
Yes.
And now that he's under stress, he's habitually smiling.
Yeah. He'll, like, it's so funny. Like, his whole fucking face will look like it's fucking malfunctioning. And then he'll try and smile. And it's like, every season it's been getting harder and harder for him to do it. And as much as I believe he should have died last season, we were talking about it, like, the show wouldn't have been anything without him.
Yeah, I wonder what they were gonna do. Like, it really seems like they want the super chick. She's kind of fine, but like
she's dating the actor for Huey. They're dating in real life.
No, not that one. Not the one who turned herself into a PS1 real doll.
No, not her. The presidential one.
The one
with the big nose?
The brown one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Her and Huey are dating.
Oh.
It's sweet.
She could do so much better. Unless he's, like, super duper nice. I don't know.
They seem really dorky together, and I like that.
Okay. But, like,
she's big boss.
Like, I feel like she would have been kind of the replacement, where they would have gotten more political with it. Like, I think it would have become a political drama. and it would have had a lot more focus on like, I don't know, Kristen Bell and the brown chick duking it out for the presidency or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But with Homelander around, the drama can be more grounded. It
can. And I'm fascinated. Like, every scene that he has with Ryan, his son, I'm there. I'm like, yes. Because, you know, oh, they're superheroes. But it's kind of like Watchmen, where it's like, yeah, but they're still people. They're crazy as fuck. But they're just people. And they're having people problems. The powers are there for Flash, you know, and the drama. But he's fucking comes home and has a fucking breakdown because Ryan goes to see Butcher. And he's like, I gave you everything I ever wanted, and you're being fucking ungrateful. And
he doesn't even say it like that either. I like the way he delivers it, because he delivers it with absolute disbelief. Mm-hmm. He's like, I gave you everything I ever wanted. Mm-hmm. I even put too much emphasis on it.
Yeah. He's really good at his job, unfortunately. But yeah, that line hit. I was like, damn. Because, like, all of his, like, delusions of grandeur and stuff, I'm always like, yeah, he's a piece of shit. But that hit. I was like, damn. So, I'm not in the community, but I've been looking at Reddit. And, like, I'm really hoping that this season ends with Ryan and Homelander, like, trying to kill each other. Like, Homelander is clearly jealous of his own son, and he can't let him take the spotlight because of his ego.
Yeah, I've been there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I didn't get to have a fist fight with my father, but, like, when I graduated and my grandma was, like, mad proud of me and stuff, she wouldn't, like, I feel like he convinced her that I was, like...
an idiot.
I was, like, stupid and I was going to end up eating drugs off the street. Mm-hmm. But she was, like, crying when I graduated, like, the day I graduated, and then for, like, a month after the fact, she just kept being just like, I'm so proud of you, Changuito. and the only, like, she was scared of my freaking father because the only thing he would ever do is yell at her.
Yeah.
And I'd just be like, thank you, Grandma, thank you. And she would just talk about how proud she was of me, and he would just go quiet, and he would just do that thing he does where he just, like...
Dude, I fucking hate your dad. Like, literally every time I was alone with him, all he ever... Like, if he talked about you, it was negative. And I was like, what the fuck is your problem?
He's just mad because his dick is weird.
I love this guy. He my friend. But yeah, The Boys is not top tier shit. Like, everyone's like, oh, see, the fourth so good. I'm like, no, a lot of the characters have reverted. Like this is one too many times. I'm over it. I don't give a fuck about Huey. I don't give a fuck about Starlight.
I was gonna say, for one... That blonde chick did not need to get freaking work done on her face. She looks freaking scary. She looks like a Zack Goblin.
She does.
Like,
it's
don't get freaking plastic surgery.
I
unless you freaking need it.
I don't even like. So people were making fun of her and being mean, and I was like, that's fucked up. And then I saw her, and it's so distracting. It's fucking terrifying.
That's what I'm on about. It's like, don't do that. And I imagine it wasn't wholly her decision. Like, there's got to be somebody who was like behind the scenes who was like, you got to get this work done. We can recast you.
Yeah, people are talking about the meta of that, where they're like, oh, she went full VOT. And I'm like, aw.
That's too much. That's overcommitting to the bit. But like I saw her face. She looked like a white Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
And then like now they just like sucked all the fat out of her cheeks.
Her nose is. She's got like Michael Jackson nose.
Yeah. It's like it's just like, why do you look like a skeleton?
Yeah.
Why? I'm so sorry that you are this now. It bothers me.
Her eyes look like they pushed them back into her head.
Like, this sounds kind of mean, but it's like you shelled out the cash, lady.
What the fuck you pay for though?
Just don't do that shit. Just don't.
Yeah.
All the Kardashians look the same. They all look like... You showed me that freaking way back in the day, back on Vine. Mm-hmm. You showed me that video of like, try the cherry soda. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll have the grape soda. I didn't notice, like, at first glance, that was like in The Sims or something. Because the Kardashians don't look like people. Mm-hmm. Except for the ugly one.
You talking about Chloe?
I don't know their freaking names.
The bigger one?
I don't know.
People are mean to her. Dude, okay. I didn't watch the Kardashians.
Also, I said that as a joke.
They're all mean to her.
I just want to make that clear.
I know. I didn't watch the Kardashians.
My sister did.
I know. But, I lived in a house where we had cable and, my fat fuck parents that didn't have a brain. So it was on in my house sometimes, especially during summer. And I couldn't be in my room because it was too hot.
Yes.
So I would come downstairs and it would be like a marathon of Bad Girls Club. And then they would switch to fucking...
Keeping Up with the Kardashians?
Yeah. So there was this one... there's like... Oh, God. I think it was a brother or a stepbrother. Somehow he's related to them. They went to like Thailand and there was like this waterfall fountain thing in like the fucking, not the dining room, but like a walkable area, a fucking common area. Uh-huh. And she's wearing like this white dress and she's posing on it and they like, they covered her nipples in post, but she's taking pictures for Kanye. And the brother guy walks in and he's like, oh no. And then he runs out and he starts telling them like, oh man, I got like a chubby, like, I was like, oh, what the fuck?
Okay.
And then they were all bitching. This was before Jenner transitioned.
Okay.
And they were like,
I thought the word was switched.
Everybody hates her. It's like they're like, okay, put respect on the pronouns, but she's a piece of shit. Like, it's awesome. I'm like, okay, cool. So anyway, he planned, at the time, they planned all the shit, right? Like, oh, we're gonna go shopping, or not shopping, we're gonna go ziplining and canoeing and all this cool stuff. And they're like, but we want to go shopping, Dad. Oh my God, what the fuck? And like, I'm fully aware that like 90% of that shit was all manufactured drama, but still, I was like, ugh. And then I also saw the episode where she falls in the fucking ocean and her fucking earring pops out and she starts crying.
Oh my God, that's exactly what I was thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I've ever seen that I could remember was that like she acted like she lost a limb when her earring fell out, and I was just like, if you like live stream your butthole and sneeze, you made that money back 30 times over.
Yeah. I think it was Chloe. She's like, people are dying, Kim. Like, yeah. I hate that fucking show, but I do have this like dumpster fire interest in it, where I'm like, look at these stupid fuckers.
I just want to watch that freaking car burn.
Yeah. I can't bring myself to watch it though because I know it. There's no way to watch it without it feeding into their fucking empire. Mm-hmm. Fucking sucks, bro.
I remember there was a time where the only thing you would hear about in the news was the Kardashians. And you know what? Part of me misses that.
Yeah, it was before Harambe died, bro.
Yeah, but after Harambe died, we started hearing about all that shit that was going on at Blizzard and stuff. And I was like, you know what? Not knowing about the tragedy doesn't mean that it didn't happen. What's poppin', yo? We're casting.
You have anything to say?
Did you get the Teflon tape? Oh, fuck.
Oh!
I don't want to shit. I don't want to wipe my ass anymore, bro.
Remind me, and I have a very short sentence.
To be fair. Hey, it's Jesse. He's finally on the channel again after 3 years.
He's
say something.
Stuck with us. What do you have to say?
What do you have to say for yourself?
Don't fucking... You know what? We're leaving.
No.
Thanks for Super Better. Next time, betters.
All right, that's it. We're ending the podcast because Jesse didn't bring the frickin' Teflon tape.
And he was thinking about saying the...